Okay, I got this other section all formed up. I've got concrete mixed. This time I hope it's enough. Last time I knew it was too much. So here we go. And I know I was in your way last time. This time I'm trying not to be. I'm going to get it everywhere. Up to the line that's delineated by the tape on the rock. Possibly just enough. Okay. I actually love doing this. My dad loved doing this. He would be laughing right now. And my dog is crying right now. Luca, come on. I'm trying to do something here. Okay, I think I gotta let this sit for a little bit. Let it set up a little. And then I can kind of carve it down to where it needs to be. This is almost perfect. All right, I'll go into fast motion for the next part. Okay, this came out pretty good. I don't know if you can see in there, but I was able to maintain that access to that drainage hole there. There's a bit of a squeeze out here. I'm just going to leave that. I got all the tape off that I could. This is where I ended it and where the rest of the path will begin. And I got the two viaducts open there, or aqueducts, whatever you want to call them, water tunnels. And on this side as well to pick up that drainage hole. I don't know that I'm going to need to drill another, maybe a couple of small ones around here or something, just to enhance the drainage. But this turned out better than I thought it would, and I'm not sure about the strength of this right here, but I'm not worried about it. I can always build it up on top a little bit, but this looks very much like how they would deal with concrete and rock formations in Central Park, and that was the whole point, right? Now, let me get started on forming up this other side all the way to the end. What I didn't mention, and I meant to, was that I'm using plastic corrugated sheet for the form. As you can see, there are corrugations through there. All right, let me get started on this and I'll tune you in a little bit. I won't make you watch me fitting it because it is excruciating. But that's my little squeeze way there. Imagine you're a little person. It's not too bad. You can climb up on these rocks and then you run off to the end. Same thing's going to happen on this side. There'll be a slope down and it'll end just below the lip of the pot here. Let me get started. So here it is all formed up. It only took 2 hours to do this. And I'm going to get ready to pour in a little bit, and I'll probably do that pour in fast motion. That might be fun to watch. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, this is by far the most fun part for me, is showing you what I've got so far. I've got the 2 rock outcroppings. There will be plantings here, possibly a tree in here. One of the trees had kind of a weird root or base that I might be able to seat on this little ledge here and have it run over into here. I have many examples of root over rock in Central Park, and that might be a fun thing to try. So this was the part that I just cast. As you can see, it is connected to the other side. So the water can pass through to the existing drainage holes. This one got a little bit covered, but not bad. And from this side, this looks like those aqueducts. And it is an aqueduct. But you are a little guy. I'm going to say only about that tall, passing through these rocks. And if I had one regret about this design, it's the steepness of the curve coming off of the pot. I don't know if you can see it, but if you were that little person, this might be a rough path to walk. All right, the next step is by far the hardest, believe it or not, or the most tedious anyway. And that'll be bricking this path. I think I have enough little tiny, I think 1 to 74 inch scale, or 1 to 74 scale, to mimic that one path that I showed a stock photo of earlier on in this series. Every 2 inches is 128 bricks. So I'm a little over 1,200 when I get to the end. I have 1,200 plus. So I may do something a little different back here if I run out of brick and I don't have anything to do. I do have some slate pieces that I could make as thin as this lip. I might come in with a power tool and put a step in here and continue with the brick if I do have brick. I've got a lot of ideas. Before I put the bricks in place, I want to make this a little bit more homogeneous. So I'm going to try something with bonding window screen to this. That'll give me more of a surface area to bond the brick to, something more homogeneous. They're very, very small. And I've got to be sure that the bond is going to last forever. All right. So that's the next step. So I hope you're enjoying my take on the Bonsai Landscape Challenge. I'm having a blast doing it. This next step is daunting. I'm not looking forward to trying to figure it out. I'll make all the videos and then come out with that. After that, it's the trees. And I'm a little worried about the trees, if truth be known. They are leafing out, not all of them, but they are starting to leaf out. This might be the ideal time, and then when I get to planting them, it may be past due. But it's something I've got to do. And here they are. As adorable as they are, I'm scared to death that I'm going to screw them up. This one, a little worrisome. There is some growth on there, but it's so weak. Without that, I have 6, and these are my only Chinese elms. I guess I could put one of these guys in there, in one of those areas in the back. That's the American hornbeam. But I really wanted a Chinese elm grove. Well, let's see what happens. So thanks again for keeping me company in my backyard. Come back and see the rest of this. It's probably 2 more episodes, and then I can say I met the challenge.